Tucker has it on the tee. And off we go here in Baltimore. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye. Here's Jake Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
In danger of an opening 3 and out. They face 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. Up the sideline at the 35. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now he takes off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
11 yards on the connection there. First down, Baltimore. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he will get into the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. The motion man is Johnson. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. They face second down and 7. Another run here with Mitchell. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Returnable from the 17. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. So after one, first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he will score. David Njoku. Touchdown, Panthers. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and good. The Panthers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. At their own 36-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Play action now. Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down. Here's Mitchell. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and short, Jackson. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller. And the Panthers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Receiver in motion, headed left. On first down, it is Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Back to throw. That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and to also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Jackson up top again. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And this ball is intercepted by J.C. Horn.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. Oh, Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. He kept those legs moving, but they were not going forward. That is no gain. Back to the same line of scrimmage. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
And how about that? 3rd and a mile, and they convert and pick up a 1st down. A give to Mitchell. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Leggett. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Carolina.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now, faking the give. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. This one caught at the 4.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. The motion man is Johnson. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down.
Great coverage here defensively. Not only the ability to take away all the end zone targets from the quarterback and force him to check the ball down to the back on the swing, but then also the pursuit.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And that is going to be an absolute disaster. They wanted the holder to throw it. He couldn't get away. Now they're going to turn it over on downs.
I know, Mike. It's easy to sit here and second-guess all of these decisions, but I find myself leaning towards just take the points. And if you are that committed to going for it on 4th down because you want 6, then just leave your offense on the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. A run with Dobbins. He's got space inside the 25. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's a run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Hey, report! What is it?
On 1st down, right back to Mitchell. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey!
On the ground, here's Mitchell. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Now Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's caught by Walker. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
Report!
Now it's Mitchell. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Mitchell. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down, goal to go.
Sit up.
Look wide, get this one complete. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Hey, middle. 180.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. The last touchdown, that was only half the battle. Now they've got to get the 2-point conversion to tie this game up.
Go ahead. 180. What a shot. Get on.
Now, Jackson. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion works. And we might be headed to overtime. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll drop to throw. Downfield for Njoku. That's caught. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Here's first down. He'll look to throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
They'll run the sneak, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to win the game. That's long enough, and it's good. On target from long range. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. The kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want and I'll tell you.